Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to talk about the care of Rhynchostylis orchids, the Gigantea variety to be specific. So these orchids are Vandaceous orchids. The care is pretty much like Vandas. However, there are some differences. Now you can see the leaves are a little broader and they have some striations, unlike Vandas. And these orchids, they don't grow very extensive root system like Vandas do. The roots are somewhat more brittle than that of the Vandas. And obviously there is difference in the flowers. The flowers here are quite small but are arranged very close to one another very compactly on this short pedunculated stalk. These can grow really big, but the growth rate is very slow. The plants here that I have are matured, but they are not very old. They have just bloomed once or twice before. These bloom during the late winters, and believe me, there is nothing more comforting in the winters than the beautiful, spicy, citrusy fragrance of these. My whole balcony is filled with it right now. Coming to care, these orchids are heat loving orchids. They love warm and humid climate and enjoy average temperature of 34 to 35 degrees Celsius during the day and around 24 to 25 degrees Celsius during the night. I am growing mine in very hot summers where the temperatures they reach up to 40 degrees Celsius. So I can say that these can tolerate temperatures way beyond their optimal temperature range. Humidity wise, they love moisture of around 70 to 80%, and you can see I grow mine bare rooted conditions in these plastic baskets. They are quite versatile in this manner. Some people mount them and some even pot them in shallow baskets with just a few pieces of charcoal and brick pieces lying loosely to just give the orchid some substrate. I usually spray my plants thoroughly once daily all around the year. However, during the hot summer months, I spray twice daily. Similarly, I adjust watering during the rainy season. If it's raining continuously for days together and it's very humid, then I skip watering sometimes. The water requirement is also slightly less during the winters, but I usually don't cut back watering completely. I continue spraying daily as the winters here are quite mild. Just like Vandas, they like to be watered thoroughly but also like to dry out fast. They don't like to stay too soggy or wet for too long. So, this particular one that I had received was quite dehydrated. So, I put some few pieces of charcoal and little moss in the basket very loosely to provide it moisture for slightly longer duration, and it worked. The leaves have started perking up and it also bloomed this winter. If this thing doesn't work, what I do for my other vandas, I try the soaking method. Like I dip the basket portion, only the root portion of the Vandaceous orchids, in a bucket of water for about 10 to 15 minutes daily till I see new root tips emerging, or till I see the orchid has started rehydrating, the leaves are looking perkier. I continue this dipping method. Coming to light requirements, I feel Rhynchostylis they require slightly lesser light as compared to Vandas. Filtered morning sunlight or late afternoon sunlight, it works best for them. They don't like direct noon sun, so make sure to keep them protected from the harsh sunlight during the noon. Harsh direct light along with very poor air circulation or air movement and very low humidity, it may cause the leaves to burn. Now coming to fertilizers, they aren't very picky. Just like my other orchids, I feed them with liquid seaweed extract and Epsom salt all year round by spraying thoroughly every 2 to 3 weeks. In winter, as the growth is usually slow, so along with my other orchids, in general I reduce the frequency of fertilizing. For more details on how I fertilize my orchids, you can check my mounted orchid care video. There I have a specific segment on how I use seaweed extract on my orchid, what dilution and all, and also for Epsom salt. So I'll provide the link here in the info card as well as in the description box. If you want to know more details, then please check that video out. So that's all friends. Care is quite simple, pretty much Vanda like. To sum up, the Rhynchostylis, they love warm humid climate, nice diffuse bright light, even filtered morning or late afternoon sunlight, thorough watering once or twice daily depending on where you live and how dry or humid your climate is. Along with thorough watering, they enjoy very good air circulation. So it's a good idea to have them bare rooted in plastic baskets or wooden baskets, or if at all you are potting them, the media should be loosely placed and it should allow good air circulation around the roots. Nothing too tight or nothing too fine. Along with all these, a well balanced fertilizer all year round, and your Rhynchostylis will be very happy. So that's all for today friends. I hope you like this video, and if you do, then please give a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.